Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. I am me, and you're watching the Baby Beaver Bunch. This week we're participating in this really cool project. It's called Project Toasty. We're a couple weeks early on the project, but shit happens, then you die. So basically what we're doing is we're taking 15 objects we have in our room, which is kind of limited for me because I live in residence, so I don't have all of my worldly possessions here, but I do have the important stuff, so we got this. There's 15 objects we find in our room that describe us as a person, and, chat it up about them. So the first thing I decided to throw in here is this hat. Now, I haven't actually had this hat for very long, but it is one of my favorite hats, and I do wear hats a lot. I mean, not as much anymore since I cut my hair. I mean, it was more like a hiding mechanism, but, that's part of my past that I'm not ashamed of, I don't regret, and it's there, it is what it is, right? Like, I don't wear hats so often anymore, like it's winter, so I guess I do, because it's cold, but not as religiously as I once did. Second item is this guitar pick. I don't know if any of you know who Joel Plaskett is, but I went to a music festival. It was like a 4-day thing where you camped out. It was awesome. And Joel Plaskett was playing, and I was up front jamming it out, heavily intoxicated, just jamming it out, and at the end of one of his songs, he just kind of bent down and handed me his guitar pick, and that's it, right there. And it's one of the more exciting things that has ever happened to me. So there. These two kind of count as one item, so these are my third item. These are two of my favorite books. Not like my two favorite books, because choosing a favorite book for me would be insanely impossible. But this is Looking for Alaska, and this is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I know, how conventional it would be to love these two books, but, there's a reason everyone loves them. It's because they're amazing books. The fourth item, I guess, is my Got to Be Too Sexy hairspray. And I know what you're thinking, girl, you do not have enough hair for that shit. Okay, no. My hair sticks straight out on the sides. Like, it is this short and it sticks straight out, and I just need to tame that shit. Like, I can't have that, right? Like, I gotta look good for the ladies, you know. Anyway, yeah, that's my fourth item. My fifth item are these sunglasses. Not particularly these sunglasses, but I feel like sunglasses in general, like, I don't even wear them that often, but I do have a bit of a collection of sunglasses. I just like them, like, I don't wear them that often. These ones I actually jacked from Foot Locker. Thanks, Foot Locker. Love your free giveaways. Bitch, install some cameras, okay? This shit wouldn't happen. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my sixth item that I'm gonna go with is bubble wrap. I feel like bubble wrap describes my personality. It's fun, it's cute, keep you entertained, get your hands all over it. You can't resist this shit. Bubble wrap is me. Bubble wrap is me. Protector of all things fragile. That's six. Seventh item is my puppy. His name is James Philip Kensington Lexington Spalding. Oh my god, I always get the order mixed up. It's really difficult to say his name. James Philip Spalding Kensington Lexington Harrington III. Ridiculous name, but I call him JP, as in James Philip. Sometimes I call him Jimmy. Whatever. He's been through so many things with me, and we've cried together, we've laughed together. He has helped my drunk roommates feel better when they miss their dog. You know who you are. He actually has a stain on him right here from one time when I cried so hard I got a nosebleed, so we've bonded. The next item on my list is this pin. Not this pin in particular. Again, I have kind of a collection of Beatles pins, but I got this one at Abbey Road. Like, I went to London, and I kind of we were on a museum tour, and I kind of snuck off and got on the tube and just peeled on over to Abbey Road and was like, yo, I'm gonna take some pictures of me walking across this shit, and it was, oh my god, just thinking about it gets me hot. How I feel about the Beatles is how Christians feel about God. True story. Speaking of the Beatles, my next item is an actual vinyl Abbey Road album. And it's not like a remade one, like my grandfather gave this to me. It's legit shit. Like, it's, I don't actually have a record player, but just the fact that I own this just makes me feel like insta awesome. I mean, insta awesome is me in a nutshell, but this adds to it, you know? You know. The next thing is this red tie. The high school that I graduated from gives red ties to prefects. Prefects are people in charge of shit, or who are in grade 12. This tie has kind of been through a lot with me, and good and bad. It just kind of represents everything that I once was and then everything that I became, because it was here on either side of that and even in between when I was one person, now I'm another person, and when I was between those two people, like kind of in a trans person phase, it was still with me, and it's important to me for that reason. The next thing is this shark that I drew. Yeah, that's a shark, alright. I drew it in math class one day. It started out as just like a random triangle, and I was like, yo, that looks like a torpedo. So then I kind of drew a torpedo, and I was like, that's kind of sharky. So I kind of molded it into a shark, and that was like an entire math class. And the reason I decided to put this in the video is A, because I really love to draw, and when I put effort into it, I'm actually really good at it. B, it's kind of something that I do typically, right? Like well, I used to do, I guess. I used to waste my time a lot and then scramble to get caught up. I'm not so much like that anymore. Like, I'm more together and more focused. But, you know, everything that I used to be, I still respect that person. They needed to go. They needed to be gone. But I still respect that person, because if it weren't for that person that I was, I wouldn't be who I am now. And who I am now is pretty fucking cool. So, I'm good with that. Next item is my rugby ball. I love rugby. I'm so passionate about rugby. I want to be good at it so badly, and I'm not a bad rugby player, but I just would give anything to just be like a rugby star. But I'm not. Like, I'm a decent rugby player. Like, I can play at a competitive level, but not, like, I don't know. I just wish I was like a flawless rugby player. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? That'd be great. I love rugby a lot. Anyway, that's why this ball is here. Next, we got my girl Trisha. Now, I actually haven't been sponsoring Trisha for that long, but I don't know. There's something about her that really, like, it makes me feel so good to know, like, if I made $60 a month, okay, it's $30 a month to sponsor. If I made $60 a month, and I was broke ass on the streets, and I gave $30 a month to Trisha's family and, like, her, they would still be worse off than me, even if we had the same money, because I'd be on my own, and this money would, like, help her family. And, so I'm just saying, like, even if I could barely afford to sponsor a kid, I think that doesn't matter, because there's no excuse to not do it, because, how do I put this shit into words? Motherfucker. There's no reason for me not to do it, because $30 a month coming out of my pocket is like, oh shit, there's my liquor for one weekend. and here I am, like, helping her go to school and, help her go to school and help her have a better life. And I'm really giving up next to nothing. Like, it's my $30 a month is my pocket change. And, so it just kind of felt good. Anyway, next! You stay there, Trisha, you good girl. Next is my iPhone. Couldn't fucking live without my iPhone. I am not gonna pretend like I'm one of those in-depth people who's like, oh, I don't need electronics, I'm such a free spirit. No, I fucking need my phone, okay? I can't live without it. Man, it broke down for like a day and a half, and I was like, Oprah, where are you with your motherfucking giveaways right now? Where are you? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, I love this phone so much. So much. It's the nicest phone I've ever actually owned. I mean, well, obviously it's the nicest phone currently in existence. Hey, fuck you, BlackBerry bitches. I used to have a BlackBerry. Not a fan. So you can't even be like, oh, you can't compare the two. I can compare the two, bitch. I own both of them. Snap. The last item that I'm going to be showing y'all. Wait, is it the last item? No, it's the second last. Okay, this is, I don't want to be all, hey yo, I'm such an award-winning athlete, but I did win a major athletic award in my high school. Actually, I won 3 awards. For soccer, I won most improved because I played keeper, and at the beginning of the season, I was afraid of the ball, and at the end of the season, bitch, I was starting in the finals, which we won. And in hockey, I got most dedicated, and they kind of gave that to me because I could play every position. Like, I played goalie, I played forward, I could play defense, though I didn't very often. Even though that's kind of where I've played my whole life, I switched to forward. So I was kind of, like, all over the place, and both of our goalies were injured. So I was like, I guess I'm stepping in this shit. And I did. And I guess they really appreciated that or something, so they gave me an award. And, you know, I mean, I guess you don't win. I mean, it was my only year at that school, so I couldn't compare it to previous years. But word on the street is you don't really win 2 athletic awards like that very often. So it was kind of a contributing factor when I ended up getting a major award at the end of the year, the final athletic banquet. It's pretty cool. It was funny because my mom was like, I'm going to the athletic ceremony. I was like, Mom, I'm not going to win anything. Like, geez, like, why do you need to go so bad? And she's like, I must go. I think she knew beforehand looking back, but anyway. My very last item is this book, Your Inner Fish, by Neil Shubin. Again, it's not this book in particular, it's the books about evolution. I'm obsessed with evolution. Everything about evolution just... I'm about to have a little mini orgasm just thinking about it. I shouldn't think about it. Not in front of camera anyway. I might start some stripping and shit. But I love evolution so much, and I have a lot of books about evolution. Funny story. One of my favorite evolution books that I own and have read like 100 times turned out to be a required reading for my first year bio course. So it's like, yo, head of the game. It was, like, when I found out, I was like, someone should make that a GIF. Yeah, so that's all my items. I'm going to put a picture of all of them together at the end of this video, and I'm also going to show you guys a picture of my Halloween costume, which I'm sure all y'all lesbians going to appreciate. Alright, see you guys next week. Bye.
Hanging round downtown by myself, and I had so much time to sit and think about myself, and then there she was.